What is happening, everybody? Greg Ehrenberg here from Odd Shopper to break down a big 10-game Wednesday NBA slate. So as you come in, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment below to let me know whatever it is that you guys think about my bets, or if you just have any other questions, comments, anything that you think about in terms of other bets that I didn't talk about on the slate that maybe you really like. Let me know all that below because I do like to read all of the comments that you guys give. I appreciate them, and it does help us grow our YouTube channel. All of those engagements just helps us in the YouTube algorithm. And we had a good day yesterday, which is always nice, but much more fun to recap the positive days than the losing days. And yesterday was a winning day and pretty good one because I placed two bets in the video. They were both pretty significant plus money bets. Ended up going 1-1, but the idea was, if you guys watched yesterday, that as long as one of those bets hit, we're going to be pretty profitable. And that was what ended up happening. We had Bismack Biyombo over 1.5 blocks at plus 150. Not only did that win, it won like 10 possessions into the game. Bismack Biyombo almost immediately blocked a couple of shots, finished with 5 block shots. So that one won without really any kind of sweat there. The other one, a little annoying that it did end up hit because I had Victor Oladipo over 3.5 assists at plus money. And that line actually ended up moving to 4.5 assists prior to the game because Jimmy Butler was ruled out. But Victor Oladipo just sucked yesterday. Wasn't racking up assists, wasn't making any of his shots. He shot something like 2 of his first 9 from the field or 2 of 10. So it was a miserable game for him. But either way, as long as that plus 150 bet hit, which it did, we were going to be profitable. And then I had another bet that I threw into our premium betting Discord. It was for Derek White under 2.5 threes. It was a line that I thought was a little bit too inflated with some of the players that were out for the Boston Celtics. And there were a lot of guys out, but the line was just higher than it should have been, and our projections bared that out. So that was another one that I was able to throw into the Discord chat that ended up winning. And if you guys want access to that Discord channel, click on the link below. It's going to get you 7 days free access with no risk to yourself. If you don't like it or it's not for you, you just leave, and it's no big deal. But there's no risk. It is free to sign up for the first week. So check it out. It's myself and all the other guys on the YouTube channel. We're giving out different betting picks that we like throughout the day and then answering any questions you guys have in sweating the games as they go. So once again, 1 week for free clicking on that link below. But let's talk about tonight's NBA games. These are my favorite bets of the night. All right, let's start by talking about everybody's favorite player in the NBA. Rudy Gobert has an over-under of 10.5 rebounds tonight. And I know that he's listed as questionable. I tend to think he's going to play, though. And I mean, worst case scenario, he gets ruled out and then the bet gets voided. It's not really a big deal. But 10.5 rebounds looks really low for Rudy Gobert, who, even though, once again, he's listed as questionable in the injury report with a groin injury, he was listed as questionable last game and then just ended up playing. And not only did he play, he played really well and didn't really have any issues there. So we saw last game, and by the way, this was after a little bit of a layoff for Rudy Gobert because he'd been dealing with that groin issue. Comes back, plays 36 minutes and pulls down 16 rebounds. It doesn't look like we need to be concerned about any kind of minutes restriction. And then if you look at the games Gobert played prior to getting hurt, and he had some issues with the groin, so there's a couple of games he had to leave early. But look at the games before that, right? So we had 16 rebounds last game. Other previous games prior to getting hurt, 12 rebounds against the Suns, 14 against the Pistons, 11 against the Rockets, 21 against the Clippers, 12 against the Portland Trailblazers. To find a game where Gobert was healthy and had 10 or less rebounds, you have to go all the way back to January 2nd against the Denver Nuggets. And that was a game where Gobert only had 4 rebounds, but also got in foul trouble and played really limited minutes in that game. So more often than not, when Gobert's been healthy, we've seen him crush this rebound prop, and that's what our numbers bear out in our projection as well. We've got him projected for 13 rebounds today. That's a really big number relative to that 10.5 rebound prop. So of all the numbers that are on the board, I think this is the best prop bet of the entire day. We just have to hope that Rudy Gobert ends up playing, which, like I said, I don't really have too much concern about that because he was listed as questionable last game, ended up playing and put up big rebound numbers and played 36 minutes. So Rudy Gobert, a little bit underpriced in the market. I know that people don't like to bet on Rudy Gobert and people just don't like Rudy Gobert in general, but this is good value. My first bet of the day, over 10.5 rebounds for Rudy Gobert. If you guys haven't signed up at DraftKings Sportsbook yet, here's an easy way to make $200. Just sign up using the link we have below. And then the first $5 bet that you place to DraftKings, it pays out $200 regardless of if it wins or loses. And it could be anything. It could be a player prop, a money line, a total, anything on the board for any sport. Your first $5 bet at DraftKings, it's going to pay out $200. So go throw $5 on, like Rudy Gobert rebound prop. Or if there's a team you really like to win tonight, throw $5 on them. And no matter what ends up happening as far as the result goes in that game, DraftKings is going to pay you out $200 in bonus bets. Just make sure when you sign up, use the link below so they know that we are the ones who sent you. And also make sure you get credited with that $200 when you do place your first bet. And also keep in mind that if you or anybody that you know has a gambling problem, call or text the number 1-800-GAMBLER. Low-key, Steph Curry's having a pretty big rebounding season. I don't know that it's getting the proper due that it deserves, especially when you look at his over-under for rebounds, only 5.5 at sportsbooks tonight. So I like that over quite a bit for Steph Curry. We've got him projected for nearly 7 rebounds in our projections over at stokastic.com. And I think that makes sense when you look at the numbers for the year on Steph Curry, averaging right around 6.5 rebounds per game. But in addition to that, the Warriors have made a change to their starting lineup. They're playing small ball now. Draymond Green is now the starting center. Jordan Poole's in the starting lineup. Kevon Looney back to the bench. This creates more rebounding opportunities for guys like Draymond Green and Steph Curry, just because this is smaller lineups the Warriors are playing. So I expect the rebound numbers for Curry to thrive in this scenario. He's already putting up really big rebound numbers. Since he's come back from injury and been unrestricted, we've seen 4 games in this scenario for Curry, and he's 6 or more rebounds in 3 out of those 4 games. 6 last game. The one he fell short in was a 4-rebound game against the Celtics, but then 7 rebounds against the Wizards and 10 against the Chicago Bulls. So when you look at the numbers overall for Curry, he's having the best rebounding year we've really ever seen out of him. And now there's even added opportunity for Curry to pull down more rebounds because of the small ball lineups Golden State is playing. So I think this is a misprice. Steph Curry's rebound prop going forward should really be 6.5 every single slate, but it's only 5.5 today. I really like the over here, so that's what I'm going with here. Steph Curry over 5.5 rebounds. So that's going to do it for me today, guys. It's a slate where I know there's a lot of games, but there's only 2 bets that I really found value on that I really like at this point of the day, and that is Rudy Gobert over 10.5 rebounds, Steph Curry over 5.5 rebounds. And I don't want to just try to force bets that I don't think are going to be plus EV bets just for the sake of putting on more bets. So 10-game slate, but once again, only 2 bets that I like right now. If there are more bets I like throughout the day, I'll be adding everybody in the Discord channel like with Derek White yesterday and letting you know that there's other bets that I'm adding in addition to these ones. But right now, Rudy Gobert over 10.5 rebounds, Steph Curry over 5.5 rebounds, couple rebound props, couple overs. I hope they both hit. As you guys leave here, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and good luck tonight.